crisis, drowning in billions of red ink. That is the New York State situation. The Governor David Paterson tonight says tough times aren't just ahead. They are, in fact, here right now. Paterson, in a speech we brought you live in the last hour, calling for a special legislative session to start cutting costs and wasteful spending. Political reporter Dave Evans is here with the story. Dave?
Well, I think today the governor is simply trying to get everyone's attention that the situation up in Albany is very bad indeed. But so far, Governor Paterson is not offering any hard specifics on exactly how to get out of this mess. He is simply calling on lawmakers, union chiefs, all New Yorkers to focus on this problem and work together. The question now, will our infamous state legislature heed the warning?
Let me be honest. This situation will get worse before it gets better. But the time to act is now. We cannot waste any further opportunities.
In a rare live broadcast late today from the state capitol, Governor Paterson unveiled the bad news. Instead of a $5 billion budget deficit, it's now even worse, $6.5 billion.
It is time for New York and other governments to cut up our credit cards. The era of buy now and pay later and later is over.
Paterson's even calling the state legislature back for a rare summer session, August 19th, to deal with the budget crisis. And in an interview with Diana Williams today, the governor slammed his fellow lawmakers who might be a bit reluctant to return to Albany in the middle of August.
But if someone decides that they can ignore this crisis, that they'll stay on vacation when too many New Yorkers can't even afford to take their vacations this summer, they can answer to the public in November.
Paterson tells us he's considering deep cuts, layoffs, even the possibility of selling state assets like bridges and highways. But in Albany, not much ever gets accomplished. The legislature was once called the nation's most dysfunctional.
But he needs leadership in the state Senate and the Assembly to help him fix this problem.
So what do you think of that? I mean, is it there, and is there the will in Albany to get anything done?
Clearly there isn't.
New York's not alone in its dire predicament. In California, Arnold Schwarzenegger is proposing a 10% cut to schools and closing 48 state parks. In New Jersey, Governor Corzine is looking at selling off toll roads to balance the budget. Fiscal experts praise Paterson now for sounding the alarm.
The longer you wait, the more you have to catch up later. So if it's clear that we are headed into a big fiscal storm, we ought to act now.
And Mayor Bloomberg late today called Paterson's speech an urgent call to action. The new majority leader in the Senate, Dean Skello, says he supports Paterson's plan to cut spending, but he said cutting school aid would be totally inappropriate. Earlier today, he called the Senate back to work on August 8th. Now Paterson is saying the 19th. No word yet on exactly what the Assembly will do, even if they are willing to come back, and that's the big question. Yeah. Will anything get done?
Yeah. Let's hope it does.
Let's hope.
Thank you. You can watch Diana Williams' complete interview, by the way, with Governor Paterson on Up Close this Sunday morning at 11, and see the whole thing on 7online.com.
27 months in a federal prison. That is a